Man. I'm in the building. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at. Okay. I don't know if we already lit. Could be already lit. Let's get this thing going. You know I'm in here, man, waiting for y'all, man. There we go. I'm here. Let's see what we got going on. See how this go. Last time I tried to do this, I was having technical difficulties. Try this out. See how this thing work. Is it working? Can you hear me? Yeah, you know, it's Mr. Pringles the Barber, a.k.a. Always Cutting's Head Honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them. I know y'all like saying that with me, man. I know y'all ain't seen me this year. 2023, I hope everybody following through with their resolutions and all that, doing what they supposed to be doing, I guess. But, you know, from my understanding, it's better to start your resolutions in the spring. As far as I believe it's like the Asian calendar or the Asian culture, they start in the spring. And the reason why they start in the spring is because they feel, you know, the winter all gloomy and everything. It's hard for you to follow through with things when it's all gloomy, weather cold, you know what I mean? No motivation. It's just not motivational. It's not a motivational fit. So when you look at the spring, when the spring comes, sun out, you know, that's when the trees and everything start to do they pollinating and all that good shit. You feel me? Bees start coming out, all those things. Life changes when the spring hit, you know, that's the next season. So actually they say that's when, you know, that's really when the year begins, but we'll go into that another time, man. We'll do a segment on that. You know, all these man-made things, if we went by nature, we'll be starting in spring. However, that ain't what this is about. This is about alpha. Are you an alpha? Would you consider yourself an alpha? Let me see. Would you consider yourself alpha? Would you consider yourself beta? Alpha, beta. You know, everybody want to be an alpha. Especially men. All men would consider themselves alphas. You know, I ain't even met a man yet that'll step into the picture like, yeah, you know, I'm a beta male. You know, they got the omega. Let me see. You know, it's a bunch of different types that they got going on. However, most men would consider themselves alpha. And when it comes to the alpha period, either alpha female, alpha male, all of these things were based off the research of the behavior of animals. You know what I mean? So, however, due to it, when it comes with when it's dealing with animals, they judge the alpha as the one that may be the strongest, the one that will usually win in fights. They base the alpha off the violence of the animal. But when it comes to, you know, us as humans, it's based on a lot of other things like skill level, emotional, you know what I mean, emotional intelligence and all those good things. Yes, this is Always Cutting Barber Talk, and yes, this is what we're talking about. You dig what I'm saying? You know, when it comes to a barber, you know, this is about barbering, the conversation that go on in the shop, things that go on in the shop, you dig? And what goes on in the shop when it comes to a barber, you find yourself being somewhat like a psychologist. You know, you that shoulder to lean on, that ear to listen. You feel me? People come in with their problems. They looking for advice. You know, they looking for advice and all those good things. So, you know, I know people like, damn, well, what's so, man, that's not me. You know, that's for somebody else. If you want to sit and talk about cutting hair all day, you know, man, sometimes when I leave from cutting, I don't want to talk about cutting. And I'm pretty sure a lot of barbers feel the same way. It's enough of us out here giving up game as far as cutting hair, doing units. You know, I do all that. But when it comes to always cutting barber talk, man, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than Nino Brown. You dig what I'm saying? It's bigger than Nino Brown, man. We got a wide range of topics that get discussed in the barbershop. Clients get in the chair, man. We could be talking about anything. You dig? So with that being said, you know, tonight we talking about, what do you prefer? Is it what do you feel like is more sustainable, more successful? We're gonna use that. What relationship would you consider to be more successful for you? An alpha male, for you know, for my women, would you prefer an alpha male, being that you're alpha female, or would you prefer a beta male due to the fact that you're an alpha female? Or vice versa. As a man, you know, you being alpha, you being top dog, top wolf, top gorilla, top lion, whatever animal you want to, you know, identify yourself as. What would you be looking for in a woman? What best fits you? What complements you? Is it a alpha female or a beta female? And what do you mean, you know, and why? Why would you feel like, why would you choose the choice that you choose? You know, before we get into this, you know, I still got some time. You know, people gonna be jumping in the room in a second. Let me check these. Let me check this joint out. Let me check this joint. So, you know, I ain't gonna get into what my personal, you know, belief is on what I would choose. I ain't gonna get into that just yet. Let me see. I ain't gonna get into that just yet, because we got somebody joining in. We're gonna have somebody joining in just a second. Yes, in just a second, we will have somebody joining in. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live for their ass. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna go live for them, man. 14 and 18 active followers. Let me see. We're gonna go in again. Let me see my camera foggy and shit. I see we'll line that up right there. Y'all give me some time, because you know, alpha relationship. It said alpha or alpha beta relationship. What best fits you? Yeah, we're gonna get that title like that, because I'm already in the building. We already lit. We already going. We already doing what we doing. I'm waiting for, you know, I'm supposed to have the dopest dreader in here, you know, for her to give her input. You know, if I had to title her, I would say, you know, she would be an alpha female. I would get that. As far as my woman, I know my woman, I would definitely give her an alpha female as well. I ain't gonna get in it too far just yet. Hey, Blends, Ivy, Blends, what's happening? You know, this is all about, there she go. I see her in the building. She already lit. Let me go ahead and get her in, because I can see her face, but I don't want y'all to see her face yet, because her energy different. You dig what I'm saying? She got different energy, man. You would think that she might take a coffee break, but I did some research on her, and she does not drink coffee. This shit is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let, you know, the dopest dreader in the building, man. I'm gonna let the dopest dreader in the building. Here she come. Hey, man, y'all be careful, man. Everybody put on your bulletproof vest and everything, man, because she be shooting. You dig? There you go. We lit. What's happening? Oh, and you got the Grinch on.
So I know the slam.
And the last time somebody came on here with a fucking mask and shit was flying everywhere, man. Now you got the hood on, throwing the hood up.
You know it's late bedtime.
Man, it's not late, man. You're an entrepreneur. It ain't ever late.
I guess.
You ain't ever late.
What we talking about?
You know what we talking about. Okay.
What are we on?
We on, man, listen. We on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, we on YouTube live right now. I'm going live on the page as well. What's good, Ivy Blends? I mean, you on your phone, so it's probably hard for you to do that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna set you all the way up, because it's only right that you be set all the way up. Okay. So let's see. This is the only thing about this shit. Sometimes it be freezing. So this is all trial. Now, yeah. So with that being said, we talking about the alpha relationship versus the alpha beta relationship, or
Right.
maybe the beta beta relationship, or maybe an alpha relationship. So before we get into that, what would you consider yourself?
I'm definitely an alpha,
I said that earlier, y'all. Y'all see that?
but but
Mhm.
I know my role as well.
She says she is a alpha. However, she knows her role as well.
Facts. I'm gonna go get my AirPods.
Yeah. So,
I'm listening though.
okay. So, what would you consider like when you say your role, though? Would you feel like your role consists of you resembling somewhat of a beta female?
Um, would I? I could.
Hold up. She went out. She went out,
Okay,
y'all.
okay, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You lit.
Okay. So I'm an alpha, and I mean
Mhm.
I'm an alpha, but my boyfriend is also an alpha too. So
Okay.
I could submit. I could be
Hmm.
submissive to, like, I know my role, if that makes sense. So I'm not a yes person,
Hmm.
but I know my role as a woman.
What is the role of a woman?
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah, we lit. I'm just
Right.
saying we are. I mean, the role of a man, the role of a woman. I mean, because
I
that
mean, you know your role. Like, okay, so I've been in a relationship where I ran it. You know what I mean?
how was that for you? So
Where
you consider that was a beta that you was dealing with, you would say?
yeah, but it's hard for me to be submissive to a man if I feel like, for one, you don't think about us as a whole. So how you move affects the way that I think as well. Also, how you talk to me, can you lead, can you protect? All that goes into play on an alpha woman being submissive to a man. But if you gonna let me run over you
Hmm.
and talk to you however I want, then that's a no go. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. Everybody that's tuned in right now, make sure y'all go to Mr. Pringles the barber and check out this
Oh, I
live.
thought you was about to give me a shout out.
Oh yeah, we on
I
here with the
mean,
dopest dreader. Go ahead, do your dance, do your dance. Hey,
okay,
you
okay,
The Grinch,
okay,
getting it in. You see, you
okay.
know what I'm saying? Hey, you see, it's almost 10 o'clock and she still
I
got the
know.
juice. See,
Oh my God. I'm
still
really
got
tired. You know, this is past my bedtime.
man, you
But
ain't
this is
ever
a good conversation, though. I
yeah.
mean, good topic for sure. So,
Um,
what are you?
I would consider myself an alpha. However, um, I was just doing some research on the alphas and the betas and all that. Still, as a beta male or a beta female, they still they're still responsible people.
Facts.
They
Yeah.
move humble. Um, they still have some good qualities, but however, when it comes to a man, I feel like most men are gonna jump out there and say that they alphas.
Right.
I haven't met a man yet that said, "Oh yeah, I'm a beta male."
It's that ego and pride. You
That
know what
ego
you
and
are.
pride. Yeah, you know what you are,
Yeah.
and it's not about you can't. I don't think you can be born either one. I think that's something that you get from experience. Your experiences
Facts.
is what make you
Who you
alpha.
are. Yeah.
So I'm definitely. I would say I'm an alpha male. Um, However, in order to be with an alpha female and for her to feel like she want to submit, you got to be a real alpha male. You can't be pretending to be alpha because she got to recognize that in you.
Bro, if you don't go get in the bed, you going to regret that you even came down here. No, nothing else to say. Goodbye. Go to bed. Makai, you ready to get in the push up position?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
goodbye
let's
then.
get some muscles. She get no muscles. Get your muscle on or go to bed. You want
I'm
muscles or
weak.
bed?
Here
Get
you
your
go.
muscles on or go to bed. That's a good punishment though.
Yeah, he hate doing it. I learned that from him doing boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's a good
Yeah.
look.
Facts.
What I do say, I had to look up a few things as far as the alpha females, and they say if you see three women amongst each other having a conversation, they said if you pay attention to like their toes and they knees, they usually the other two are always pointing their toes and knees towards the woman that's the alpha. Like they're facing her, who is that? You won't lose women chasing excellence, but you won't achieve excellence chasing women. You got a fact. What I don't know. Who is that?
What?
This. Go ahead. What? Go ahead. Shoot. I told y'all to have y'all vest on because she's a shooter, right? Go ahead, shoot. I'm gonna let you shoot.
What was? I can't even see the comment. What was the comment? But what does that got to do?
You won't lose women chasing excellence, but no, it said you won't lose women chasing excellence, but you won't achieve excellence chasing women. I agree with that. That's a fact, though.
But what does that got to do with?
That don't have nothing to do with it right now.
Right.
It's a true statement.
That is true. He hurt.
Yeah, it's a true statement.
Right. That's true, though. That's just a woman. I say the same thing about, a woman chasing a man. But if you chase the right woman going to help you achieve that excellence.
Okay. So with that being said, do you feel like, what do you think a man's first purpose should be? Should it be his woman or his passion, his goals?
I say you got to have balance.
That's our answer.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say you got to have balance, because
now a
real woman is going to help you achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, and understand and support whatever it is that you're trying to do, as long as it's making sense. But you got to have balance to be able to give. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Your woman still got needs, okay, but she understands you got to do this and you got to do that. But you got to have balance.
You definitely have to have balance. There you go. So I'm gonna let you see the other one too, where he followed up with. That's a true statement, though.
That is true.
And that's the fact right there. That's what I was getting at. Alphas chase excellence first. A man is supposed to chase his purpose first.
Really? Like his purpose as in what? In
his
life?
Purpose as in, if your man focuses on you first, he 9 times out of 10 he might go broke. He gonna fuck up everything, because his main thing he should be focused on where he's going. And like you're saying, his woman is supposed to help him along the way. And it doesn't take away the focus of the woman. It's just the fact that if the man gets in position, it all trickles down to the woman anyway.
Right. But you got to have balance is what I'm saying. All that's true. Mm-hmm. But you got to have balance.
So if we driving down the street, right?
Right.
I'm driving. Okay, we're going to use your man's driving down the street. You in the passenger side.
Right.
Where should his main focus be? I got her. And if I can, and if she says anything other than where we at, if you and your man are driving down the street, he is driving in the car. He is on his way.
He better be paying attention to the street.
Why?
Why? Because if he ain't looking at the street, then we gonna crash.
I hope is anybody tuned into this? So I'm glad that this is being recorded so we can play this back again. And I hope somebody has a comment about this. I feel
like, oh my God.
He's going to be broke. See, another barber, she's going to be trying to command all his attention and time, but then complain that he doesn't have any money. Facts.
No, that is not a fact. What? Y'all sound hurt.
Hold up. No, that's not hurt. Hurt. Hold up. I'm gonna send a shout out to the I'm gonna check the author real quick in a second, but I want y'all to go read The Way of the Superior Man. The Way of the Superior Man. The Way of the Superior Man. Make sure y'all check that out. Back to this car ride. If y'all are driving down the street, should he be looking at you or should he be looking at forward in his destination?
Right, he should be looking forward.
Okay.
Why would he be looking at me?
So if we're driving in life, which way should the man be looking?
I'm not saying that he shouldn't be focused or going focused the right way or going down the street focused. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that's all fine and dandy, but I'm saying you have to have balance too. You have to have balance in life, whether you got a woman or not. If you so focused and that should be your only thing and that's all you worried about, then you should be by yourself. But you got to have balance in life.
I agree.
So
I
I don't get
agree.
that. I don't get that statement
I agree. Okay,
or
what
that
we got? What
example.
we got? You gotta. I mean, it's. I
I
have
have open
over
arms,
9
baby.
figures in disposable income, no debt, good health, no kids. What is missing from my life?
Maybe it's you. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. But if you got all that, maybe it's you. So what is missing? Why is that missing from your life?
Hold up. Now, when you look at what they're saying, hold up. Let me see. Someone to sit at my place all day making a mess, alternating me from my potential kids, spending all my money, yelling at me, weaponizing sex against me, sign me up.
That don't sound hurt.
I mean, that's not. I see where they're going, but that ain't me. I don't really feel like women really don't want you to think they want.
They want to sit at your place all day. What? You whatever he been through his relationships, this is why that's his whole thought process. But I don't agree with that. Every woman is not like that, and every man is not like that. So I don't agree with that.
I don't wholeheartedly agree with that. How many girlfriends this works for me rather than signing a closed contract? Oh yeah, it's going down in here.
I'm mad I can't see the comments.
It's about to come up. Here you go. Here, go ahead. Go ahead. Break that down.
I have many girlfriends. This works for me rather than signing. Right, just be by yourself.
Said just be by yourself.
I mean, that's what I mean. With that attitude, he might as well. If you going in automatically thinking everybody just want to sit on your couch, weaponize sex against you, control you, yell at you, then be by yourself.
You got
if that's your mindset, then it's best for him to be by himself.
So let me ask you this. So as an alpha woman, should your man like listen to you or should he go with his heart first? Do you want your man to listen to you or would you respect it more if he goes his way first?
What? If I'm first of all,
who run?
I don't look at, I guess, relationships like that. I feel like any decision that's going to be made, like we have to communicate. So if I'm going to make a decision, I'd rather talk to my significant other, talk to him first and figure it out. Now, if his points make sense or whatever, or if he came to me, he had something that he wanted to do or whatever, like I don't agree with him just making the decision by himself because he's not by himself. So my input matters just as well as his. Now we can communicate, we can agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, as long as we communicate it, if that's what you feel like is still best, then I have to trust your judgment. Because I'm not going to be with anybody where I'm not going to be submissive to anybody where I feel like you just out here making dumb decisions and you can't lead me. And I know for sure you can't lead me. If I wouldn't be in a situation. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying.
So I don't agree with the, he just gonna make a decision based on him. Like
no,
like
if
he just makes
no. Not saying that
listen.
Based on him.
If he's not communicating with me, you doing what you think is best without communicating. If we in this partnership and we together, then I feel like you should be able to communicate with me about any decision that you want to make.
That's a fact right there. A rich man can change a broke woman's life, but a rich woman would never look at a broke man anyway. Well, a man's way. Facts.
That's not true.
That's true.
Not.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you
the
another
first
example.
part. The first part is true, but you cannot say the second part because that's not true. I'm
gonna tell you why. Listen, at the end of the day, everything is always an exception to the statement anyway. There's always an exception. But when you look at the masses, if you see a broke dude at the bus stop or at the listen though, if you catch a broke dude at the bus stop as a woman, or you go through McDonald's drive-through, you're not paying no you're not paying no
And
attention
a
to
rich
them.
man ain't paying no attention either.
No,
Y'all
that's
gotta
not
stop
true.
it.
No, that's
Bro,
not true. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Don't do that.
Man, this is a fact. Most men, a man is not worried about what you have. A man is looking
So,
at you.
so you're saying a rich man will go and pull a woman off from the bus stop?
A rich man
You're
will
lying.
listen. No,
You're
man, listen.
lying.
When somebody jump, listen. Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
You're
That is
lying.
a fact.
A
This
lot
is
of times, listen. A lot. No, it's, show me one person you see that
Look.
was rich that dated somebody from the bus stop that didn't have nothing to their name.
A man is designed to be the provider, right?
Show me somebody. Okay, so you can't say that's true.
No,
then.
I can't show you anything right now. However, I can tell you this. As a man, I'm not looking at what a woman has. A man could run into a woman. He can look at a woman. He's looking at what she looked like first. That's the first
So
thing.
a
with
woman
man
at a bus stop, y'all would shoot y'all shot.
Man,
You
men,
driving in your
they do
BMW,
it.
your Lex.
They
No,
do it all
no.
the time.
And they don't. No, they don't. Stop it.
What do
Stop
you say?
it. Stop
Men
it.
think with what? What do men think with?
Y'all not thinking
I
of
changed
somebody
many.
at a bus stop.
I changed.
And that's fine.
Okay, McDonald's. Fuck the bus stop. McDonald's then.
Oh, now it's McDonald's.
I said
that's just like a
McDonald's.
woman. That's just okay. Listen, that's just like a woman, right?
Mhm.
You dating a guy. You could be anybody you want to be on social media, right?
Mhm.
So a lot of times guys they look more stable online, right? Then y'all get together and he's nowhere near stable, don't got nothing to his name.
Mhm.
How many women actually walk away? No. A lot of times women stay with that person. They don't have anything. So they stay with that person. It can go vice versa.
And it's I
Y'all
said
can't just try to.
I said it can
no, y'all
always
trying-
be
y'all
it
trying
can
to show up
always
pussy.
be an exception. There's always one of those. You can always
Okay,
get
so
one
he
of those.
said, I've changed many broke women's lives.
It's
Women's life. It's women's life. So if that's the case, stop dating broke women.
listen to
Find
this.
somebody on your level.
Listen to this. A woman sometimes seems to want to be the most important thing in a man's life. However, if she is the most important thing, then she feels her man has made her the number one priority and is not fully dedicated or directed to divine growth and service. She will feel her man's dependence on her for his happiness, and this will make her feel smothered by his neediness and clinging. A woman really wants a man to be totally dedicated to his highest purpose and also to love her fully. You said that part. Although she would never admit it, she wants to feel that her man would be willing to sacrifice their relationship for the sake of his highest purpose.
I guess if that's
Purpose
I
comes
don't know. That's
before
not
purpose
I'm a
for a
different
man.
I'm a different breed. So I can't agree to none of that.
I'm gonna tell you why.
So
No, I agree with you saying. This conversation is basically bringing out the alpha in you. So look, if you and your man part, and you wasn't in the position you was in as far as being successful,
mhm.
it's quicker, it's easier for a woman to get back on her feet than it is for a man, a broke man.
Why?
Because a man will come, like dude just said, a man will come pick you up and put you in a higher place than the man you just left. A man would have to do this in order for him to get that woman he actually wants. If you notice, that's the biggest thing with men. Focus on your money. You don't lose women chasing money. You gain women. Uh-oh, she done tapped out. Man, she better jump back in here. Where'd she go?
No, you went like your thing just cut out.
I don't know. What just
It still say I'm on here.
okay. Go ahead. We're gonna pull you out back in. Now this is what it is. She's gonna jump back in. However, look, man, at the end of the day, let's see if she come back in. See if she can use the link to jump back in. Edit. Okay. Okay, it went out. If you and your woman break up, How long do you think it'll take her to get back? You know what I mean? Get back together. There she go. There she go.
You tried to kick me off?
Nah, I ain't trying to kick you off. You man, you know they want to hear from you.
No,
So look, back to what we were saying. At the end of the day, if a man, you leave your man and he broke, and he want that particular woman, you know, he want to be picky. You can't be picky broke. An unsuccessful man cannot be picky. He got to go with whatever the fuck he got, because at the end of the day, pussy runs the world. Yeah. So if that's what runs the world, so you telling me that he gonna get that woman he want? No, he gonna have to get something that is not attractive, that he really doesn't want, and he gonna have to be there for a second until he gets himself together. You as a woman, if you're an attractive woman, you don't have to have anything. All you got to do is have what God gave you.
I'm weak.
I mean, if that don't make no sense, man,
that do make sense. But y'all are trying to downplay, I feel like, women and our roles and what we do.
This ain't got nothing to do with
because y'all talking about some, I don't know what y'all talk about. But I get it. That makes sense. We don't want a man with a good future, and man want a woman with a good
past. Now listen, I don't know, Thor. We're gonna just call you Thor. Thor dropping that. These are true. That's true.
Why y'all care about a woman's past? What that got to do with anything?
This is where he means by the past. Man, you've been with 100 dudes. Dudes care about that. I'm just saying.
Why?
You know why?
That's why. So we should care about how many women y'all been with.
You should probably, but at the end of the day, and most men that I would say the alpha male.
You can't just wash them jeans. Is that a full load? You got to put a full load in the washer, not just jeans and a shirt. It means you need to fill the washer up. You can't just wash some jeans and a shirt.
That's what they say, man.
What'd you put in there?
Oh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
What'd he say? Marriage would be
a much more attractive proposition if family law, divorce law, and custody law were equitable. They're not.
Why would you get married? It's not married, but why would you get married thinking you would need that? I'm getting married one time and that's it.
I mean, that's cool. That's right there is great faith and hope.
Facts. If there's any doubt in my mind, I'm not getting married. I'm getting married knowing that we're both capable of making whatever obstacle we're gonna face, we're gonna get through. Cause I'm getting married one time.
Ooh, listen. Thor is going. This is facts. If a nuclear event happened right now, feminism would go out the window. Women and men would revert back to their traditional roles.
What's their traditional roles?
The traditional role is, man, it's in that book too. Honey, you gotta go. You know, the men are first. Women and children are last. The men are the ones that stand in the front and protect everything.
Right, I agree.
So that's who's going to war.
So what?
That's who's going to war. The men are going to war.
No, that's said
traditional roles. The traditional role is the man goes to war and the woman stays, takes care of the kids.
But nowadays that just can't. That's not how it is. You know what I mean?
No more. If
I know it would go back.
Event happened right now today. All of the extra. I can't even say masculine. I'm not even gonna say masculine, because I won't even say that. Okay, that's a masculine woman. I want to stop saying that, because you could just say that's a strong woman. I don't believe in I don't believe in boss bitch, because I don't want a boss bitch. I say strong woman. Okay, so if you got a strong woman, when it's time to go to war, she gonna keep her strong ass at home and make sure the kids is good. And as the man, you got to go out there, whether you're an alpha male or a beta male, whatever the fucking male you are. Only male that ain't going is the male that get dropped in your mailbox. Every male is out there. You got to go put that work in.
Right.
So when you go back, we go ahead and rewind this again a little bit more. A woman really wants a man.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So the man's purpose is what? At that time, his purpose is to protect his family, right?
Protect, provide, lead. Yeah, all of that.
Okay.
Right.
So a man should be paying attention to his purpose first. Without his purpose,
I never said he shouldn't.
you said
I said
balance.
he gotta have balance. Whether you gotta have balance.
Shit.
That don't mean that I'm supposed to be I'm
What?
supposed to have 100%. No, but you gotta have balance in life.
That,
That's
that,
in life,
that doesn't take away from your balance though, with the man paying attention to his purpose.
right? So
He's
you
not
can't say
saying
that I don't agree with him going on with his purpose. Him focusing on his purpose.
they said cooking, cleaning, hunting, and gathering.
What'd he say? Cooking, cleaning, hunting, and gathering.
Yeah. These are the roles that things will revert back to. He's saying that if there was a war, feminism only exists because our society is too comfortable. Oh, alpha females only exist because our society is too comfortable. To an extent, I agree with that somewhat. I feel like as men, you could say something softened up. We don't move the same way we had to move back in the day. Ain't nobody cutting down no damn trees and doing all that shit, moving those stones and all that shit. So it's different. It's a little different because of the times. So you're gonna get women that's where the alpha female came from. And I feel like the alpha female came from the lack of the man.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of the whole thing about alpha, that's basically research that came from the behavior of animals. So now when it comes to alpha, it's based on skills and how you move.
Like your relationship just gotta do what works for you and your partner.
Communication. It ain't gonna make no difference whether you're in the alpha relationships, alpha, beta. It's all gonna go back to the communication part.
Right.
What
works for you may not work for the next person.
You're right. Because it says most women are attracted to alpha males. However, that might not be her Mr. Perfect.
Right.
Because the beta male is probably gonna be more understanding.
Right.
He probably be, however, the alpha male will be a better communicator. And the beta male will be more like he's gonna try to shy away from confrontation. All right, babe, do whatever you want. I don't want no problems.
Right.
The alpha male gonna be like, nah, fuck that. This is what you about. No, that ain't going down. And then the alpha woman might say, shit, what you mean?
So y'all, I don't know what type of women y'all be with.
Now
y'all
listen.
making women sound crazy.
No.
Y'all are.
No. I don't see crazy. It's just understanding that it goes back to what I was saying about the purpose. It's like driving. You want me to be focused on the road, right? Then I'm trying to get us to where we going. You riding.
But at some point, you looking over at your woman. That's balance. Okay.
You are in the car, of course.
Exactly.
But who's driving the car?
You're driving the car, but at some point you're going to look over at your woman. So don't make it seem like you're just driving the car and you're just focused on the road and that's all you're looking at.
That sounds like you scarred.
What? Bro, what? How? You gave the worst example. We driving in the car. Like you don't look over at your woman. No,
I'm not saying you don't look over at your woman. I'm saying the purpose of this drive is us going out of town. That's the purpose. We trying to get to our destination.
Right.
You are in the car with him. He is driving. So his focus should be on where he's going, right?
Right. I said that.
That's life. It doesn't take away from the love or none of that the man has for the woman. You don't want no man that don't have no.
I didn't say that. Where I say that at? I didn't say that.
You said all I said
was it is balanced.
There's
you
still
can't
balance
say you're making it because she's next to you in the car. That's the balance.
It's still
all I'm
balance.
saying is even when you're in, that's exactly what I'm saying. Even when you're in the car and you're driving out of town with your woman, at some point you look over at your woman. At some point you touch your woman. That's balance. That's all I'm saying.
You know,
that's balance. Okay, you can still be on your purpose in your drive.
I think you added balance to this. I didn't never say I didn't never say it needs to be unbalanced. I said, should a man focus on his purpose first or his intimacy first then? His purpose.
No, all I said was you gotta have balance. You can I don't know how to explain it for real. Like you still, no matter what in life, I feel like you gotta have balance. If you got a solid woman, she's gonna understand sometimes your purpose is gonna come before her. That's fine and dandy. But if you just putting all your purpose or all your effort and all your everything in just your purpose, eventually your woman is gonna feel some type of way. Eventually your family is gonna feel some type of way. It can't just be strictly the man just because the man is supposed to lead and provide, that's all his focus.
No, that's not human too. That's not all his focus is, but his purpose is what provides for the family. And I mean, that it doesn't take away the balance. The balance is still there. It's just the fact that I mean, it's everywhere. It's all in the books and everything, man. I said it to my woman. I'm gonna tell you this.
You said you're agreeing what I'm saying about having balance, but then you saying that they can't have balance because their purpose is this.
No, I didn't say they can't have balance. You ain't hear me. So you ain't heard me say that. I can rewind this 32 times. You ain't never.
So what are you saying?
I am saying. Initially, when I spoke to my woman about this, she did the same thing that you did. She felt the same way until I had to break it down. Like a man that has no vision, at the end of the day, probably deserves no woman. The man is the vision. Like, if you get a man, you don't want a man that has no vision. Right. You want a man that has no vision, right? So when you meet your dude,
you want a man that got a vision.
Okay. So when you meet him, he has a vision. Right. He's trying to be, he gonna be with you, and his whole focus is, what do I need to do to make sure my woman has everything, make sure my kids have everything? Not, you know what, baby, what you want me to, okay, I'm here. His focus is here, but all this shit around the world, he needs to be. How does it operate? He's not focused on his purpose. He's focused on you. He gonna go broke.
So you're saying, I'm really confused.
It's that struggle. It's that struggle between time and money. Do you want time?
Right, but you said
it's balance in that.
See,
yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm about to say. See, I get, like I just said, a real woman is going to understand what a man is trying to do in his vision. At some point, though, you have to have balance for your woman. I don't care what you say or how much a man is supposed to be on his purpose and lead. At the end of the day, a woman is going to support their man. She's going to push him to be great. But in the same sense, he's going to have to make some sort of time for his woman. He's going to have some sort of balance.
Y'all hear this? This is coming from an alpha female. This is the alpha female speaking. So we got a female. You might know her. I think you know the hair hustler.
The hair hustler?
The hair hustler said, I feel that if a woman is tapped into her purpose as well, then that's what creates balance. Like you said, staying focused on the vision. The man needs to focus on the vision and the purpose. If that man is not focused on the road, you're gonna fucking crash.
Bro, you don't that goes back. Bro, stop saying it's not gonna work. So their focus is strictly on his purpose. That's it.
No, it's not saying that's it. It's saying
help me understand.
Listen, when he wakes up, when he go to sleep at night, or when he wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that should be on his mind? His woman is there, but he need to be waking up.
Over kissing me.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just playing.
Beta win right now. Beta, what a beta at? What a beta at? Beta.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Okay, go back. What?
Man.
I feel like y'all saying that a man is just supposed to focus on just the purpose.
No, I feel like you just gotta have balance. You looking at it.
Okay, so help me understand.
Single moms try. Let me see. Let me put this up here real quick. Hold up, he got a lot, but he jumped out of the room, so we're gonna have to.
Let me see. Who doesn't have no calling when violent males coming around the block? Who doesn't have
alpha female call? Violent male is coming around the block. Who does the alpha female?
Well, if she's the alpha female, if she's by herself, she's going. Well, at least if I'm by myself, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna at least try before I call somebody
See,
else.
that's the alpha in you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If I'm by myself, but if I'm in a relationship, then I'm gonna ask my significant other, "Can you fix this? Can you do this?"
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get what he asking.
Okay, what does an alpha female call? Well, no, who does an alpha female call when a violent male is coming around the block? Who does an
Calling
alpha
the
female
man.
call on when the AC or the heater or plumbing is broke?
Calling the man.
Shit, this alpha female gonna call. I ain't fixing the AC and I ain't I mean, the plumbing is broke. Depends on how broken it is. We're gonna call the fucking plumber because that ain't. I don't do that.
But
So
you're gonna call the plumber, right? Or is
yeah,
your woman gonna call the plumber?
it depends on how the situation is set up.
Right.
So
but 9 times out of 10, just to answer the question, a woman is gonna call her man first.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. If he can't do it, then we'll figure it out and call whoever needs to come out and do it.
Unless like the man is in a situation to where the house is in the woman's name and he's not even supposed to be in the house, she needs to be calling the plumber because we don't need. Yeah. So you got cases like that. So
yeah, for sure. No, that's what I'm saying though. Y'all gonna figure it out once you realize like, oh, okay, that's not nothing I can do. Then single moms trying to raise their son to be the good man that they would have never dated and never prime, but now wish they did. What does that gotta? Where are you going with that? Single moms try to raise their sons to be the good man that they would have never dated in their prime, but now wish they did. Single moms is going to do the best that they can to make sure their son is better than any nigga that they dated if they've been in trash relationships. Is that an issue?
Single moms try to raise their sons to be the good man that they would have never dated in their prime, but now wish they did.
I don't
know. I gotta break that down. I mean, I don't know either. I can't even
try to raise their sons to be the good man. I think all moms try to raise their sons to be a good man, though.
So at the end of the day, he's saying you don't want no cornball.
Right.
You don't want no cornball. And that's true. I feel this way. I feel that as a woman, you might want your man to take your advice. However, if you got a man that always takes your advice, do you look at him like a man for real?
That always take my advice? Like if we communicating?
Like most women, I feel like women, like in your head, you would prefer to conquer and be able to control that situation. When you step in there, that this is However, you're gonna want a man that's gonna go with his mind. Even though he can take your advice, but you want him to have the mind is what makes
at the end of the day, he has the final say so.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. That's alpha male, but that also goes along to say that's why you gotta be with somebody like a alpha female is going to want to be with somebody that she knows she can't control. Because if I can control you or I can talk to you at the end of the day, or every decision is based off of what I feel, you basically, you know what I mean? Like you're not the man of the house. But at the end of the day, if you're the man in the house, then I feel like an alpha female is going to know her role as well. Okay, at the end of the day, you're the man, you got the final say. So I trust your judgment.
Okay. So in here right now in the room on the live, we got the man should definitely focus on his purpose. That's what we got. We got these from women coming in. Like his focus should be his purpose. And he's supposed to love his woman. His woman means it doesn't take away his love from his woman. It just means like
say that.
Yeah. So that what you said, balance. We still got balance.
Have balance in life. Yeah, in life. I'm not saying he's not supposed to. I think y'all taking it as me saying he's not supposed to focus on whatever it is. But if you got a good woman, she's going to help him. It just has to be balance in life. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I agree. So a man should focus on his purpose, lead the way. I agree. I don't want no smoke, no problems.
No smoke, no problems. Listen, this right here is the demonstration of the alpha female, though. And that's a good thing, because at the end of the day, if you got an alpha and an alpha together, as long as the alpha female, like you said, knows her, you know what I mean? I don't want to say knows her place, because you got place.
That's real though.
That's
As long
real.
as yeah, that's real. As long as you know your place. Like I know my place as a woman. Like
It's knowing your position on the field.
exactly.
Yeah, know your
That's
position on
all
the field.
it boils down to.
So we
You know what I
good with.
mean?
So we came to an agreement. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
that's what you do. Oh my God.
This is amazing. And this all goes back to communication. It's called,
Exactly.
it says it's called being submissive when needed. The hair hustle,
Exactly.
hair
A
hustler.
woman is going to exactly. A
Hmm.
woman is going to be only submissive to a man that they feel like they can lead. Yes.
So that means that you would have to have an actual alpha male.
Yeah. I couldn't. I dated I can't. If I don't feel like you a man, I can't be submissive to you. I can't be submissive to anybody. Like to somebody that I feel like cannot lead, protect, provide. None of that for me. I can't be submissive to that.
Hmm.
It takes a man. If you're a man, then I could be submissive. I know my role. I know when to shut up. I know what to do. Like I know. You know what I mean? But if it's just different.
I'm
But
gonna,
I agree. You be submissive. I agree.
it says alpha females, they offer fearless leadership. They possess high emotional intelligence. They are obsessive learners. They are strong. They are sought out. They are highly ambitious. They love their mamas and their daddies, and they cultivate harmony.
Who said that?
That's for as far as alpha females.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
some
That
of
was
the
just something you was
characteristics.
reading.
Yeah, that was some of the characteristics of an alpha
I
female.
agree.
Yeah, and then you got the beta female would be more like the go-to person, career-oriented, introverted, diplomatic, and passive, pragmatic, basically practical, and has a rational mindset, which helps her with her perspective on things.
Hmm.
Caregiver, creative, comfortable, taking orders, high moral, morale, a fashionist, feminine, romantic, loyal, sensitive. Do all any of those
But
sound like
but
you?
that's all me too.
I know I'm seeing that. I see that. I can see that. However, let's see. Yeah, because you really can't take away the caregiver, loyal, sensitive. Those are
Yeah,
qualities that go with it. I mean, they can go with either
right.
one. They're gonna go with
It
either
just feels like I just think it takes the right man for a woman to be like. For instance, nowadays, like I see it all the time on Facebook, like men talking about women don't be submissive, they want to be the man. But then I seen a post that said this dude made a post the other day that said, "I'm it's a shame that I gotta leave work to go change my woman's tire."
one.
Right? So he felt like she should have
Now
knew
that's a
how to
good one.
change her tire.
No, that's a good one. That goes back to you was saying about purpose and your woman and the balance.
Right.
Because in that situation, your purpose should be to make the money and be at work. However, if you got to go change her tire, you need to go change her tire.
You ain't if I get your purpose, you at work make your money,
Now you need
but
to
your woman
leave.
still needs you.
Yeah,
But if you so focused on your purpose, that mean you can't call somebody else to go and change her tire. You can't call AAA.
yeah, you can do
You
that.
feel the need
There
to
you
go
go.
make a
There you go.
status about your woman. There's other ways to move around and make things happen.
Yeah,
You could still have your purpose, but why can't you? Okay, my woman still need me, so let me. I know my bro ain't doing nothing right now. Let me call him and have him go change her tire.
yeah. We gonna
Why
call.
it gotta be? You know what I mean?
We're gonna call AAA.
Right.
Yeah, we ain't even
Facts.
calling no. We ain't calling no. I don't really know nobody to call it. Where I'm like, hey, my nigga, go change my girl tire. Now we're gonna just call
Right.
AAA. Just go ahead.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. That's balance. All
No,
right.
that's balance. You're right. Now, what you just said was you gave the purpose back to the man. His focus should be his purpose. However, you saying that his balance would be making sure he makes a phone call to get that taken care of. Now, I'm gonna tell you this:
What?
a lot of alpha females in that situation might call you, or they gonna be like, oh, they gonna call the damn AAA themselves. Like it. it's women that'll be like, look, I'm not about to sit here and call him. I got this. I'm just gonna call AAA because I got AAA.
But then do it make men feel like their women don't need them? Some stuff we can do, but I
You're
feel like
right.
some stuff we just still have to do to make sure to let our men know
Man,
that we
man,
still need them.
let a
So if
man,
a man feel like his woman don't need him, it's gonna be an issue. If my
right.
tire blew out and I didn't even call to let him know, he would feel some type of way.
That's a fact. Like if you run out of gas, do you look for the neighbors or the people around you to help you, or do you call your man?
It depends on where I'm at, or you know what I mean. It depends, but I'm either way. He's gonna know my situation,
Yeah, he's supposed to know that that took
regardless.
place. He's supposed to know that took
Yeah.
place because at the end of the day, like you said, if you make your man feel like he's not the man,
Then that just causes another issue.
you know what? Listen, though, if you make your man feel like he's not the man, he feels like he serves no
Purpose,
purpose. Everything is purpose.
balance.
There you go. Listen, look, there you go. Look.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Now
It's
look,
balance.
it's like she said though, a woman should know her purpose. If a woman knows her purpose, man knows his purpose. His focus should still always be on his purpose. But the woman, you still his purpose. However,
I don't feel like nobody's wrong.
I don't feel like nobody's wrong, and to an
Yeah.
extent.
To an extent.
Let me
Okay.
say this. I'm gonna read this.
I don't feel like nobody's wrong.
I'm gonna read this. It says, as a alpha males in a relationship have a life outside your relationship. It's great to have a woman. However, your entire life should not revolve around her. To lose
Who said that?
to lose your identity is unhealthy.
Who said nobody should? Y'all coming up with your own scenarios in your head. Everybody deserves a life outside of their relationship.
You're right.
So I don't even know where that came from. So
I
agree.
Yeah, you know. So at the end of the day, let's just say that's the overlay aggressive man to me. What? That's the overly aggressive man to me. Why would you feel a way that I can't hold me down? Why would you feel a way if I can hold me down? Basically, as a man, she's saying that you shouldn't feel no type of way if I call AAA. That's an over aggressive man, a man that wants to be pretty much controlling. Like, what's the problem with me handling it on my own and then telling you afterwards? Which is what you said about the gas, though.
No, I said either way he's gonna know the situation, but I'm gonna call and let him know. Damn, babe, I just ran out of gas.
I just caught a flat. Same difference, right?
Yeah, but I just seen whoop de whoop, or I'm still by the neighbor house and we cool with the neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
At the end of the day, you're just supposed to make sure that your man knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you feel like your man should know where you at. How do you feel about that? Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's like a control thing, but if I'm stuck on the side of the road, nowadays people is crazy.
Communication, the hair hustler said. That's what we came to. That's what we all agreed on that. Everything is about communication. The lack of communication causes misunderstanding. And it could be a big problem because without communication, you ain't got shit.
Right.
And then without communication, you grow apart because you don't even know what the other person is thinking about. So if you go through months and months with lack of communication, 6 months, she done grew one way and you done grew another way. So at the end of the day, matter of fact, the hair hustler, what do you prefer? Would you consider yourself alpha female or a beta female? You should hit that link so you can go ahead and jump on here and your comments could be seen by the world. Okay, she about to shoot a jump shot.
Go ahead. You seen that?
Go ahead. You thought about it.
I did.
Go ahead. I seen you in action out there.
I ain't seen me in no action, man.
Yeah, I did. But with communication, you have to know how to listen.
Facts.
Facts.
I
Effective,
agree.
effective listeners, uh, and effective communication is the key to everything.
Yeah, definitely. And you gotta know your partner too. I feel like a lot of times my issue was like in past relationships, I didn't know how to get my message off without being too aggressive for that person. So anything I said to that
Oh
person,
my
it
God.
came off as offensive. So I had to learn how to talk and say what I had to say without, you know what I mean? Somebody
Yeah,
being offended by me, by the delivery of my message.
that's great growth, man. You
Facts.
remind me of somebody. Uh, my girl, similar. Everything similar. Look,
Yeah,
but it's growth. It's growth.
yeah,
Smooth cuts.
definitely.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey man, y'all need to hit that link. Hit that link and go ahead and join on this YouTube. Okay, well, the hair hustler said she is a alpha and her sign is. Can we get a drum roll? Damn, I wish I had a drum roll.
Scorpio?
Scorpio. So yeah. Yeah, yep. She said, absolutely. I had to learn to be quiet.
Yep,
So
yep.
it's all
But that
growth.
takes a great man
It takes a great man. You're right.
to bring those different qualities out of
Yeah.
you. That's all I'm gonna say. It takes a great man to be able to do that. Really.
Definite, definite. Smooth cut say he a alpha and he a Libra. This is the thing. I ain't
Oh, Libras.
listen. I have never met a man that has said he's a beta. I wish it was a man that could jump in and just be like he's a beta. I want to see where they at and what how he stands firm on that.
Yeah, I would love to see a man admit that they're a beta too.
I don't think that's gonna ever show face.
Right,
Yeah,
right. But like I said, I've dated one, and
but he didn't consider himself that.
I don't think we really he probably did. Inside he knew what he was. But
Hmm.
that's just him. Like you said, they want to avoid conflict. You know what I mean? They're not that, I don't know, scared to go downstairs. So
Man,
you asking me to go, you know what I mean?
I ain't never heard no man say that.
I listen, I promise you. I promise you. I
Man,
promise you. I promise you.
oh
But,
goodness,
you
y'all
know,
both is working together. You sure you don't know her, the hair hustler? Do you know the dopest dreader? I
yeah,
actually
that's my
was
sis now. Hey
okay.
girl.
I actually was engaged to a beta. Woo, and he actually knew that.
I get you know your role.
I've never met a man that knew he was a beta. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, we ain't gonna hold the dopest dreader up too long, man. Cause I watched
No.
her come into the room, right? When she came into the room, her shoulders were she was up.
I'm tired.
She over here, she like she like a glacier in the sun. She's melting.
I know, slowly but surely. You know, I'm
Hey,
asleep by now.
he said he acknowledged it and he used to say what's wrong with operating off love. Oh yeah, he definitely was a beta
Oh
man.
yeah, definitely. And
That's
but
definitely that's a
that's
beta
right.
male. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
that's definitely a beta male.
Yeah.
Yeah, alpha
Whatever
male.
whatever we say go. I don't want nobody where I'm just in control of everything.
Hmm.
Like I don't that wouldn't work for me. Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. Been there, done that. You know what I mean? Live and you learn.
Well, shout out to all the alpha women out there. I actually had to leave because he was passive.
Exactly. I remember see when I was dating it, dude, like we would go to the restaurant, he would order the same stuff I got. No, he don't even want that. Like that used to drive me insane.
Now, sometimes I do order when I'm gonna tell you what happened. Now, if
No,
me and
this was all the time.
nah, okay, that's crazy. Sometimes I'll do it just for the fact that you know how when you order something you out to eat and you like, damn, okay, I want that. And then she might get something. I'll be like, damn, man, I knew I should have got that. That shit, we're gonna have to share. We're gonna have to mix
Nah, that's
these places
different.
together. Yeah.
That's different.
You mean like, did you open the door for him?
Basically.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. The
Now, but
hair
I'm being
hustler, did you
serious though.
open the door?
Like, no, I didn't open the door for him, but literally, like, if it's a bug, I'm killing it. If I hear
Mhm.
noise downstairs, I'm the one going downstairs. Like, dude
Whoa,
was scared to sleep in the dark. Yeah, but
man, y'all. Hey, I'm glad we lit. We lit over here. Y'all hear this? Scared to sleep in the dark. How the
yeah.
fuck? So what happened when they closed their eyes?
I mean, as long as somebody next to him, they fine.
I don't believe this.
Okay.
I
I
ain't.
wouldn't lie to you. And it was probably the
So,
craziest,
can I ask you
most
a
drama fied
question?
relationship I've been in.
Can I ask
Hmm.
you a question? Being that you said that, no, he was very overly clingy, and I'm clingy, but it was
Yep.
damn
Yep.
clingy.
Yep. Cleanly, like, I used to work in the MRDD field.
Hmm.
Like, when it comes to my job, they're very clingy.
So let me ask you this. So both of you all said y'all been with beta males, and we got one that said he was scared to sleep in the dark, and we got that one that says, what she say? What it? Oh, he actually knew he was a beta.
Hmm.
He was passive. So what actually attracted you to these men though? How do you get attracted? Like you didn't notice these qualities? Like,
Nah, so I was the relationship prior before that. Um, I was getting cheated on,
oh,
so
so
I
you
like the attention. I
okay.
like the, you know what I mean,
He
the
caught you. He caught you
affectionate part.
vulnerable. That's a vulnerable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you was
sure,
vulnerable. So you
for
you was
sure.
you was kind of blinded. Yeah,
I was blinded, but I knew it was up. Like after a while, you know it was up.
yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
at the end of the day, it ain't gonna make no difference whether you're an alpha or a beta when it comes to the cheating part. The man,
Yeah,
I mean, that's gonna happen with whatever you. I mean, I don't want to get into that part because I,
yeah. We can have that another
now we
another.
definitely about to talk about that. Shout out to all my fellas out there. Shout out to all my fellas because I ain't putting my guys down. You
No,
know,
yeah, all right.
I'm standing on that. I'm 10 toes into that. I know my perspective on that. The
No,
dopest
whatever.
criminal would not agree. And
I don't.
she, um, but sometimes we gotta just do our research on history, man. Things, and we gotta do our research on nature, man. You know what I mean? Those things, man. But we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that out because I don't want to cause no confusion in nobody's place. Shout out to the
Especially
fellas, all
tonight.
the alphas, all the betas. Man, y'all stand up, man. We got the dopest dread in here. She about to go to bed, man.
I am.
And
Look, that's crazy. My bedtime reminder just came on. See,
yeah, that's good. We
why
did
would I
good.
do that?
And we got a good hour out of this. We about to chop this up, sell it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to add the hair
Oh,
hustler in there one time.
yeah, we definitely gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit you tomorrow so we can keep this going. I'm glad this went great. This is a good look.
yeah, for sure.
You stay up, Grinch. I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, man.
All right.
All right.
Well. Have y'all heard it? Y'all heard it, man. We had the hair hustler, the dopest dreader co-host and featuring co-host. Alpha, beta. I don't know whichever relationship works best for you. Whatever relationship works best for you, works best for you. Um, man, that's bad. My live went out, so I'm glad. Let's see. Let me see. Let me end that. Yeah. I do want those of you all who watch this, if there are some beta males that can stand on being beta, I'd like to talk to y'all so y'all can tell me, you know, I ain't met nobody that done stood up and said that. And all kudos to those that can do that, man. That's a strong beta if you can stand out on that. Because a lot of men won't admit that. And that's a fact. I know a lot of men wouldn't admit that. And like I said, as far as alpha and beta, that's not something that you could be born into. That's more like your experiences and your experience in life determines whether you're alpha and beta. You know what you went through, things that have molded you to be who you are. And another thing that I would want to speak on is, you know, going into business. Like when you're in business partnerships, you know, the struggle and the competitiveness that two alphas may have amongst each other. You know, that's a big thing too. Because like I said, you won't really meet too many men that's going to be able to stand up and say that they are beta, you know. And it's more science. So I know it's like omegas and all that other shit. Like, but we'll get into that another time. I don't want to hold y'all too long. Shout out to everybody that attended tonight. And it's what else did I want to clear up? You know, great 2023 so far, great 2023. Man, it's all about the becoming. It's all about who you becoming, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Man, y'all have a great night. It's Mr. Pringles the Barber, aka Always Cutting Ted Honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them.